Welcome to the Automotive Diagnostic Podcast. We're going to explore ways to sharpen our diagnostic skills, find learning resources, and hear from experts in the automotive field.
Hey, have you ever been faced with the challenge of sourcing, installing, and programming a used control module in a vehicle? I know a lot of us have. It seems to be happening more and more often today with the volume of control modules on vehicles, the cost of some new ones, or even the availability of new control modules. In some cases, used may be the only option. So what do you do here? I strongly recommend checking out SJ Auto Solutions and Tommy Oliva. Tommy offers a cloning service for used control modules to make these things plug and play for the vehicle that you're working on. In a lot of cases, he is also able to source the control modules if you're unable to locate one for the vehicle that you're working on. But once you get connected with Tommy, he's going to offer fantastic support from start to finish to make sure that that control module is going to work in your application. He's also got tech support that he offers through his website, along with some free resources there as well on information about used control module programming. So make sure to check out SJ Auto Solutions. I can't recommend that enough. Hey, what's going on, automotive world? Welcome to another episode of the Automotive Diagnostic Podcast. My name is Sean Tipping. I'll be your host once again for this week's episode. On the show this week, I've got a recording from AAPEX in Vegas that we were at recently. This one, Matt Fanslow joins me, Mike Lundgren, and Steve Hauble. Mike and Steve work with me at ST Mobile, and we're going to chat with Matt about a few different things, first of them being movie plots explained poorly. So we explain a movie plot to Matt without telling him the name, and it's done so in a poor manner, and he has to guess the movie, and I jump in on the guessing as well too. But anyways, that's fun, and then we chat about a few other things while we've got him in the booth. So this is just a little fun episode. I think you'll enjoy it. See if you can get the movie titles before we do. But with that out of the way, let's jump into the episode. You know any of them, Steve? Were you here earlier when we were doing these, Steve? Okay, so if you know any, take a guess. All right.
Yeah, I got an easy one to start with.
Okay.
Up. Next.
Bitch.
We're done.
Orphan farm boy kisses sister while deadbeat dad tries to get him to
Star
join
Wars. Sorry. Episode 4, New Hope.
By the way, we're playing movie plots explained badly. We explain the plot, and Matt Fanslow tries to guess what the movie is.
Heavy on the try.
Drug-addicted girl takes advantage of mentally challenged boy for 3 decades.
Forrest Gump.
Oh, dude. Nice.
2 90-year-old men fight when one of them can't remember who the other is.
Grumpy old... No. Fight with the camera. This isn't that Bruce Willis one where time...
Not that one.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. It's in the Marvel universe.
Oh, jeez.
So that only limits it down to like 800 movies.
I feel like if you're going to get into that old, you're by default have to talk about Captain America. So it's got to be the second one?
Yeah. The Winter Soldier.
Yep. Winter Soldier.
Yep. Let's see. A group of teenagers and an ill-tempered hockey goalie overcome the tragic loss of his mother.
So I believe it's going to be the first Friday the 13th.
Yes.
You got that way quicker than we did.
Yeah, we had a tough time with that one.
Well, you got to be torn because it could be the second one. But Jason shows up at the end of that one, and that's when his mom dies.
Okay.
They killed his mom. Otherwise, she was the main antagonist.
I couldn't remember the difference between all of them. I've only seen them maybe once or twice.
I watched the first few Once he went supernatural, I shut down. I didn't much care for it. Like,
Okay.
Jason Takes New York is fun.
saw
Or Manhattan Takes Manhattan is fun. But other than that, I hate it when they went supernatural.
I saw Jason versus Freddy.
Yeah, Jason X, I think. Yeah, and then he got like better armor, and
I watched like the first one, and that was it.
the first one and the second one. Really, the third one, because I think the third one's with Corey Feldman as a kid,
Really?
and he hatches them up. I think that's the third one.
Okay.
And then the fourth one, I think that's when the grown-up character that Corey Feldman played went and dug Jason up for some stupid reason to stab him again for traumatizing him, and then lightning struck, and he's now supernatural and basically a juggernaut.
All right. This one, I'll be really impressed if you get it.
I'll be impressed if I get it.
A shipwrecked orphan tries to grow up in a hostile environment.
So not Castaway. Shipwrecked orphan tries to grow up in a hostile environment.
Let me know if you want a hint.
Well, I don't want one, but I'll be here for 3 hours just to get it right. And
It's in the sci-fi genre.
he can't be Treasure Planet because he's not an orphan.
It's not Treasure Planet. Never saw it.
It's actually pretty good. I don't know. I'll have to, in the interest of time, I have to take a hint.
Alien.
I'm crumbling. Oh, that's good.
Well, and so like when the picture was the best because it's the face hugger. I was like, I would have never got that. But
That
it's
is a good
perfect.
one.
Yeah. Young entrepreneur removes his competitors by paying his employees chocolate instead of fair wages.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
A billionaire devotes his fortune to cosplay and beating up the mentally ill.
Batman.
It is Batman.
Which
Nice
one?
job.
I don't know. All of them.
They did the one with Heath Ledger for the picture. So. Okay, I'm still looking for a good one here. We can edit out the gaps.
Or leave them in for
So I could have spent 3 hours and got Alien.
Yeah.
Ah, what the hell? You guys need to leave. No, he's trying to answer a question.
I don't know this one. Old man escapes the government and kidnaps fat Asian boy because his wife died.
Is that Indiana Jones?
He wasn't fat.
Yeah, Short Round
Short
was.
Round.
Is he?
He's
He
not-
wasn't
he's not
but it was
fat.
called Short Round, which...
And I don't think his wife died.
How do you know? Have you seen the movie?
I don't think he even had a wife in the.
Because she came back in like one of the like late remakes. One of the many sequels.
Old man escapes the government, kidnaps. Oh, that's Up. That's the, yeah.
That's up.
That's okay.
I guess I didn't know he escaped the government. I thought he
Yeah, it wasn't really
sold
It
balloons.
wasn't really the government. They
No,
were
it
just
was.
trying to
It
buy.
was- It was the city was enforcing him.
Oh, they're gonna
They were...
eminent domain or whatever.
Okay.
All right. I didn't necessarily know that the kid was Asian. I didn't think about that.
Let's see. Got any other good ones over there?
I haven't been able to find one lately.
Street smart broke guy shows sheltered rich girl that there's more to life.
It's got to be Titanic. Oh wait, we already did this one.
Yeah, you already know what this one is.
That was a good one.
Street smart broke guy shows sheltered rich girl there's more to life.
It wasn't Titanic?
It was not Titanic.
Oh.
No. Oh, sorry.
I thought that
sorry.
made sense. Because he was broke. She was sheltered.
Sure. I think it fits.
American Ninja.
It was not. It was Lady and the Tramp.
Boy.
I
Guy
guess
threw me.
Aladdin, but
At least he was a guy.
All right, here. The U.S. government spends millions of dollars because a man runs out of potatoes.
Martian.
Yeah.
Dude, I watch that like every flight I can, and I don't know why. I love that movie, even though there's some BS. But
We watched the
new Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh,
on the way
dude.
there. I hadn't seen that yet. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would not dare watch that on a plane because I would have been laughing so uncontrollably.
So the only reason I was watching it is the person, like, I could see through the seats, and the person in front of me was watching it, and I can't hear it, obviously. I'm like, oh, I want to know what's going on. So I popped it on. But yeah, I was bouncing in my seat laughing.
Oh,
so.
dude, that
I
made
got
me.
two good ones here.
Okay.
Teen girl tries acid for the first time.
Teen girl,
Teen girl.
and this has to be a
Alice
movie.
Wonderland.
Not correct.
Oh, dang it.
You don't look like it.
She wasn't a teen. She was just a young child.
Oh, okay. Preteen.
Preteen tries acid for the first time.
And it wasn't the Wizard of Oz.
Yes, it was. Neglected sociopathic child tries to murder two homeless men.
Home Alone.
Yeah,
Nice.
got it. Well, it
Nice.
helps if I pronounce things correctly.
No, it gives me the advantage.
Beautiful princess gets catfished.
Princess and the Frog. Beauty and the Beast.
Nope.
She didn't get.
I don't know.
He got catfished.
What did you say?
I said Shrek.
Oh, yeah, he got catfished on that.
Yeah. Nobody wants to talk about that.
Aladdin.
Ah.
That makes sense.
Nope.
That was an elaborate catfish, too.
He had to get a spiritual being involved to do it. He went to like really far lengths to catfish her.
Yeah, right. If you had 3 wishes, would it be to try to rope some woman you've never met?
There's a point in my life where the answer is probably yes. I might make a different decision nowadays.
But I just walked the AAPEX floor and there's some tools I need.
A startup company learns the importance of proper IT budget.
War games. No.
Nope.
Start up.
Office Space?
Nope.
No. So they got hacked.
Jurassic Park.
Correct.
Nice. Good
See,
one.
your boy spends 7 years being a third wheel.
Is there a biography on us?
Some people live their life.
Yeah.
as if This was a biography.
What is it?
That one is Harry Potter. Ron is the third wheel.
But Ron ended up with the girl.
He did?
He came in.
I didn't make these. I just read them.
Yeah, he came through in the clutch.
Never saw it.
Yep, we're back to that again.
Yeah.
Someday when you have kids.
This one will be easy, but I enjoy it. Talking frog convinces son to kill his dad.
Talking Frog?
Now, it only shows me a picture. I know the movie, but I don't know which one it is. It's a trilogy, obviously. I believe it's the second.
It's Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what's frog? He's not a frog.
Yoda? All right, it's a stretch.
He's in a swamp, I guess.
I just thought it was kind of a funny way to put it. Talking frog.
He freed him. He freed his dad.
Adopted kid's older brother won't let him hold the hammer.
Thor.
It was a little easier.
Luckily, there wasn't that many movies involving a hammer.
Uncle kills a child's father so a pig and a big rat help him get his revenge. That one's super easy.
The Lion King? Yeah.
I only got 4 words. I was like, fuck. Yeah, this one's super easy. 2 women get lost in a warehouse for 3 days
And starved to death. No.
while on a quest to make a little girl cry. This one only works if you have children or like watching children's movies.
Made recently or an older one?
I
Lost?
think it's about 5 or 6 years old.
No, I probably haven't seen it.
You probably have, actually.
Oh, okay. Lost in the Warehouse?
Yep.
Disney movie?
It is a Disney movie.
Okay.
Is that one with Elsa?
Nope.
Read it again.
2 women get lost in a warehouse for 3 days while on a quest to make a little girl cry.
So the Inside Out?
Yep.
Okay.
I have not seen that.
You haven't?
No.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, I have not
The
seen
second
that.
one was
The-
just as good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, worth the watch for sure.
Yeah, I have not seen that.
It's also like Minnesota based. Not that matters too much, but it's a good
Basically,
movie.
it's like all the different emotions inside your head. So there's anger, joy.
There was a sitcom like that years ago called Herman's Head.
Head, huh?
Yep.
No. Well, that wraps up that fun game.
I don't know all I can handle.
So we're trying to think of like fun Vegas or Apex themed questions to ask people.
If you were offered comedy show or zombie burlesque, which one would you take?
I might need more details, but
No
I'm
more
thinking.
details.
I think I have to go with comedy.
That's what we chose to.
I would
but-
say that was a safe and good choice.
This episode is brought to you by L1 Automotive Training and Keith Perkins. If you're looking for education on module programming, J2534, EEPROM work, key and immobilizer, electrical diagnostics, or drivability diagnostics, Keith has a website, l1training.com, that's got over 60 hours of training videos on all those subjects and more. When I first started out doing mobile, I utilized Keith's videos on module programming in J2534 in order to get my head wrapped around what I would need for the tooling, the computers, the software setups, what kind of obstacles I would be up against when I'm out there programming modules on cars. And it was a huge benefit to me. And I continue to use the training videos that he has on his website. So I strongly recommend checking out l1training.com. The link is in the show notes.
How long have you been out here?
I got here Sunday late afternoon.
Okay.
So
Any fun things you've done, like shows or?
no, I'm staying with friends here, Mike and Lisa Miller. He works for CarMax, and we've been friends for, I mean, I would say at least 20 or so years. And then friends with his wife, and periodically if I come to Vegas for like the AAPEX show, or years ago they had the Congress of Auto Repair with was ASA's main show, Cars.
Okay.
I would stay with them. And so this year I brought wife and the 2 youngest kids. So, yeah, nothing for real shows. Last night we just kind of took a stroll up and down the strip. Just for the kids, they're 13 and 10, just to kind of see the kind of what all the fuss is about with the lights and everything. And
Sure.
then, it's nothing like even 5 years ago or 3 years ago, I think, with all the F1 stuff, just kind of really interrupts your ability to just stroll up and down the strip.
Well, we saw they were like setting up for the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
What do they have like lining the street out there? It looks like big scaffolding or something.
Yeah.
It looks like scaffolding, but I think it's the lighting. Cause they
Yeah,
do it
for
at
all.
night, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because they'll do like qualifying and
Oh.
track testing.
Well, I talked to a security guard. I asked him, I'm like, this is a pretty sweet view. Do you sit out here and watch? He goes, I don't work nights, so it makes sense they do it overnights. He goes, they actually will block off.
Yep.
We're at where are we at here? The Venetian?
Yeah.
Yep.
He said they actually block it off so you can't see it from the hotel.
Yep.
And they'll like block it off so like you can't see it from any other rooms either.
Yep, exactly. Block the windows. Yep.
And they charge the hotel because they're going by it. Like, how badass big dick move do you have to be where you can set up camp and then charge people around you?
I think globally, F1 is that big.
Oh, yeah.
In the U.S., if you're trying to drum up interest, I don't know if like restricting access is the move.
Well, they're not restricting access, but they're like charging the hotel.
But I mean,
putting a
also,
barrier in
if you're
place.
just out walking,
Right. Oh,
they
I get
block
what you're
any
saying,
view you have. You could hear the cars, of course, but you can't see it.
Yeah.
And if you have a room, and granted, people would scheme to get the rooms on that side, but in a way, so what?
Right.
Because if you get them hooked on F1,
Now you get a fan.
right?
That's what we were talking about. Just get a room at a hotel that's overlooking the track, and there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the room's probably
They don't
like
allow it, I
18
guess.
times the normal rate, but
I guess they don't allow
yeah,
it.
that
Yeah.
sounds ridiculous to me. But
He told the security guy did tell me, like, I'm throwing this guy. I guess I don't know his name, so I won't get him in trouble. But he said a bunch of his coworkers just went up to the roof and watched it.
Yeah.
They had roof access, so they went up there like, yeah, you can't get us up here.
Yeah.
that would be cool, though. Rooftop view.
Yeah, I don't know how popular it would ever get. Like, the F1 cars themselves are phenomenal. They're very, very cool. The technology that goes into them, because they're all hybrids. And
they are?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I haven't followed the rules, but it used to be where you get this much fuel per race and you cannot use more, and then you were restricted on how much you could use the hybrid, the electric motor.
Okay.
Because nowadays, because there's also an electric motor that'll spin up the turbo.
Yep.
Oh,
Where
wow.
you're restricted on that, so everything is so restricted. And
Yep.
they're like, if I remember right, they're like 1.5 liter 4-cylinders.
Yep, very
that
small.
Make like 900 horsepower.
Yeah.
Or something.
Jesus.
Well, or what they'll tell us, right?
Exactly,
They'll make
yeah.
more. But
Yeah,
is
because in qualifying trim, they turn them up so they make more horsepower,
Yep.
and then they detune them for the race so they'll last the race.
So, like, if you were able to get a spot here on the strip and watch it, like, how many times are you seeing the car actually come by? Because imagine they're just flying.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay.
It's
So
like
just big
hundreds
loop.
of laps.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think it's like a 2.5 mile track, if I remember.
That sounds right.
2.5 miles, somewhere in there.
Okay.
But it's street racing. It's not the same speeds that I think Americans like and have gotten used to with NASCAR, Indy, especially before the kart breakup. I think they would do some circuit racing, like street racing, but now it's almost all circle tracks. So people want that 180, 200 mile an hour blast past them. Where this, I'm sure it's crazy fast for a street
Sure.
on the strip, but I don't know if we get the same, rise from it. But like he said, they got two hybrid motors on it. One's they call like kinetic, and that's for the brakes.
Yep.
So when they let it hit the brakes, that charges a capacitor or battery. And then they got the one on the turbo, and Mercedes had built an engine. I don't know if it's gone anywhere. Maybe they all have them now.
Right.
But they got smart that they have one of these motor generators on the turbo. So
Okay.
as the turbo is being spooled up with exhaust, it's charging.
Oh, wow.
And then, like you said, this motor generator, you're coming out of a corner. You don't have to wait for the exhaust to spool the turbo up. They spool it up with the electric motor up over 100,000 RPMs, and they get boost, bam, right away.
badass.
They come out hard,
Wow.
and they're having not issues, but they couldn't get efficiency up as high as they would like because, like you said, they restrict fuel. Fuel economy is everything. Mercedes split that turbo halves, so now the exhaust is quite a ways away, inches away, if you will, from the intake. So there's now a thermal barrier that they're not preheating that cold air coming in on the boost side, and that took. I think the efficiency of that thing, thermal efficiency, is over 50%, which is mind blowing.
Yeah, right?
Where most of our cars on the street, I think, are
30?
in that 30 range.
Yeah.
There's some here and there that I think bump up into the 40s or knock on the door, but most of us are driving around stuff in the 30s, and that freaking thing's making 900 some odd horse, 50%.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool.
Out of a tiny little 4-cylinder.
Yeah. I'll probably just get one on Alibaba or something.
All right, we got a project for the work fans then. Let's get them up to 50%.
Turbos.
Yep.
Some eBay turbos.
Yeah.
I'll hook up a turbo-ish.
Well, being that this is AAPEX, you want to hang around when the booths go down. They're probably just leaving them laying around because they don't want to ship them back. You could probably pick up a few.
There was just about anything you wanted up in that China section. So guaranteed you they have Transit Connect turbos up there.
The international bus, the turbo off of that thing to put on the transit. Takes like 3 weeks to spool
I was
out.
gonna
Once
say,
it gets
like,
there-
on the freeway. It takes about 10 minutes to make 5
rubber
psi of
band.
boost. Yeah. Boy, when she hits though. Listen to when I let off the gas. It sounds like a Jake brake. Just,
So you guys were only on the strip for a little bit then? Or
yeah, maybe an hour or
or-
so.
Okay.
Yeah, they just wanted to see the lights and walk up to like the Bellagio and
Did you get to see any
I
like
think the phone was shut down last night.
yeah,
any
of course.
cool, like cars or anything? Like what did we see? A couple Ferraris.
Yeah. There's some stuff rolling around out there. Like every other thing is a Cybertruck.
Yep.
But I think they're cool.
Yeah, right now I think the Cybertruck's the most annoying thing here because that's the one that makes the beeping sound.
Mm-hmm.
No, the kids absolutely are attracted to the Italian cars like that, Ferrari, Lamborghinis. Some of them I think part of the SEMA show. Some of them I think just people own or they rent. Right, you can rent those the cars for a few hours for $1,000, and
Insane, though.
yeah.
But those 3 hours, you collect every single phone
Or,
number. you
or
can.
tried.
You like my new car?
This worked in Pretty Woman, and that was a Lotus.
Are we getting to wrap it up?
Yeah. He's got to move on.
They're always doing that to me. They're supposed to be my friends, and they shame me.
That's what friends are for.
I thought that was my parents.
'Cause you were saying like you've known the people you're staying with for 20 years. Because the three of us have known each other for about 22, like friends, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
So if one of you moved to Vegas and bought a house and lived here, Sean could just fly here, stay with you.
Come on, guys.
I like how you knew Sean wouldn't be the one to actually move out here because he's fiscally responsible.
There's no hockey, so
There's hockey down
he's
here,
out.
right down the road.
Right, that rank that they freeze, eh?
They have.
Oh, you're talking
T-Mobile
about the.
Arena.
Oh, yeah, okay. NHL. Okay.
Yeah, they
yeah.
got the Golden Knights down here, and I'm sure they got some sort of rings.
Probably someplace to play.
But he's terrible at hockey, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I could just talk about how good I am. I'm from Minnesota. I don't think I can play with the people
Well,
down
Minnesota
here.
terrible is better than Arizona great. So it doesn't matter.
Right?
All right, moving to Vegas.
I can nominate.
Start up the Las Vegas chapter of ST.
All right.
Might need some moving expenses, but yeah, let's go.
All expenses paid.
They get really cold really soon up there, so down here.
If a snowflake hits the ground around here, it shuts the city down. So
It's my favorite
you'll be one of the only drivers around here that can drive.
You'll be your own F1 car out there.
Little truck going us.
No.
Going sideways down the strip. I got this.
Transit Connect.
The snow tires you have with the cord showing will be better than any tires they got.
Well,
Yeah, we wrap her up. Thanks for joining us, Matt.
Thanks for having me.
You came all the way to Vegas to
Just
hang
to be
out
on,
with me.
because yeah, you can't get on in Minnesota. So.
what are you, Southern Minnesota?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, relative to you guys, yeah.
Red Wing.
Red Wing, yeah.
Yep. Pretty Red Wing.
All right, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks to Matt for joining me, and thank you to all of you for listening to the show this past year. Really appreciate it. Hope everyone has an excellent Christmas. You get some time off, get to relax a little bit, spend some time with some loved ones. That's what it's all about. But Merry Christmas. Let's get out there, start fixing the world one car at a time.